Okay, good evening to Liberia. Good evening to everybody. Good evening to African Radio Lens and a very warm welcome to the CDC Hour. The CDC Hour is one of the educative program on showcasing all of the activities within the CDC around the country. And today is the maiden edition that we're starting today. And so in studio we have Mr. James Dobosau. Who's a staunch member of the CDC and also former assistant minister for economic management at the Ministry of Finance and Development Planning. Uh, Brother Sao, good evening and welcome to the show.
Good evening. Good evening, Isiaka, and good evening to our many partisans who are listening from across the world, because I'm told that we are live. So across the world, I'm happy that I'm here with you today on the maiden edition of this program.
Uh, Today is the start of this program. There has been a lot of interest, grassroots partisans, National Executive Committee members, CDC diaspora members, and citizens from all walks of life and other Liberians who find themselves in the middle, who have supported CDC over the years, have been asking for such a program, and so today finally it has become a reality. How do you feel?
Well, I really feel great. As it is always said, or often said, there is time for everything. I know after elections, the leadership of the party has been trying to see how we can rejuvenate the party and bring the partisans back together and see what we can do next, in terms of keeping not just our party, how do we bring more people to the party and so forth. So they needed to find several other channels, through which that can be achieved. And luckily, we have one of those channels, other mediums that we use to bring our people, together, which is this program. And we'll talk about the significance of this program. It's a very big, as you stated earlier, Isiaka, the CDC is a grassroots movement. It's a grassroots movement. So even the baby that is born today, some of you'll see them celebrating the CDC in their hearts. So a program of such will not just bring our partisans together, but will be able to support some of our activities in the party. And then we would not only call our partisans we would need, but you all there will be able to take some of the responsibilities, of running or managing the party. They will be able to take ownership. And I think that's why it is important for this particular event that we're going to have on the 12th of April, where the first partisan and other key officials of the party will be in attendance.
You just clicked my mind to something, Mr. Sao, about, for example, about the due payment launch. I think that's what you were talking about.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, sure.
There has been litany of requests, questions, and inquiries from the national grassroots movement, let's say, of the CDC, people who who have considered the party as their brainchild. They've been asking frequent questions about when's the party going to institute a program through which they would, pay due to their party in sense of, in terms of, getting a national ownership, you know, and the due payment program being launched on the 12th of this month of April has just probably come at the right time to answer their question. So what's really the significance? The significance of this program, and are there any quadrant, or let me not speak big book here.
Yeah, so
I'll
our market with me can
yeah, our
understand.
market women will have to understand,
Yeah.
Yeah. What are the categories?
Mhm.
I mean, of people that are supposed to pay this due? Is it everybody? You know, what is the medium through which they're gonna pay? How much they're gonna pay? So these are some of the frequently asked questions that come about.
Okay, thank you very much, Isaka. When you talk about ownership, and that's what I said, the CDC, and you yourself indicated earlier that the CDC is a grassroots movement. This political institution is owned by the commoners, and so that's why when somebody calls any of us common citizens, we get priority because it's owned by the commoners. Now, ownership is not only by muff, it's by the action, your efforts, your investment, the interest in the management of that institution. And in this case, it's our political party. Now, the political party is owned by the grassroots, but the need to get involved. How do you get involved? If you pay due, even in the churches where we go to church or the mosques, they pay what an offering or so forth, and the people will jet that down. For example, you go to the church, they pay your tithe, they got a tithe bill, right?
Yes.
So when you say I supported the establishment of the organization, how? You say, yeah, man, do you book here? From this time to this time, I pay. We are the one who contributed. So you give yourself voice once you do that. So the partisans who are going to be supporting the party from their pocket. So for one person or two persons to not own the party or have the loudest voice or voices in the political institution, it means that even the common person should contribute. When you contribute, your voice gets louder. So that's why it is important for all of them. So they will all stay and say, yes, I'm a due paying member, because you have members, but then the due paying members got more voice than those who do not pay due. So
in a nutshell,
mm,
we're saying that uh, we try to institutionalize
the party,
the party
yes,
to drive away, to get away from the party depending on individuals'
few
pocket.
persons, yes.
So, I mean, for example, whenever the political leader or the standard bearer or the chairman
Mm.
or national executive committee members who may have some, financial wherewithal are not around, the party can still operate
On its own.
on its
But the
own.
management of the party should not even be in their pockets. And that's why if you look at the dues are in categories. For example, former officials at the highest level, say a minister, right? Former minister, the payment for them is higher at $100. At least you can afford $100 every month to support your party. That's pretty good. A former deputy minister or former deputy director general, they are to pay $50 every month. Every month you are to pay that amount. And we are really hopeful that many of our people who are professionals and doing other stuff will be able to support their party. People who are just director, right, in the previous government or so forth, say a mayor somewhere, and those people are paying $30. Okay, $30 every month. Our people who are just the grassroots partisans, we say just contribute a minimum. So it said that no money you gotta pay. If you get $50 to pay every month, that's okay. But a minimum of just $1. Do you know why it means if 1 million citizens are able to pay $1, or that's a 500,000, 500,000 citizens are able to pay $1 every month. It means we will do a lot of things as a political institution. You will not even need to go to some of the big people, as you may call it, in our party. The party will get money to run. The chairman will not have to be asking Isaka, my man, you got to do the one, or Sao, you got to do this. No, they will go to the party covers. That means it has been institutionalized. I want to use your word, right? Institutionalized, where everybody put into that pot, and it's when that pot distribution is done, and nobody claim ownership of the pot. And so that is why that program is very important. The least person can pay just $1 minimum, to support their
So,
institution.
what I'm seeing here is the categories of people, right,
Mhm,
to
mhm,
pay. We have up to 16 categories of people to pay the due.
mhm.
For example, National Executive Committee members, meaning people who are in the hierarchy of the party,
Yeah.
who are running the party, the management of the party,
Mhm,
right?
mhm.
It's $100 per month.
Yeah.
$100 per month. That is the chairman,
Mhm.
the
Vice
vice
chair.
chairpersons, because we got a lot of vice chair for administration, for operation, for mobilization, for
Mhm,
political affairs, for recruitment, you know.
mhm.
So they pay $100. Then we have CDC Legislative Caucus,
Senators and representatives.
senators and representatives.
Yeah.
So
Pay 500
senators are paying 500 US
US
dollars per
dollars.
month,
Yeah.
or its Liberian dollars equivalent,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
Then we have
Representatives,
representatives,
$300.
$300 per month.
Mhm,
So, meaning, for example, Dixon Sibu,
mhm,
Abu Kamara,
mhm,
DJ Blue,
mhm. Eugene
Eugene
Colley.
Colley,
Yeah.
Fonati, Kofa.
Yeah.
Those are people who pay $300, right? The
Yeah.
representatives, Zina Norman,
Mm-hmm.
and the other people pay $300. People who are in the House of Representatives,
Yeah.
right? Where, the confusion is right now.
Yeah.
Okay. Then
Mhm.
we go to the senators. The senators, like Nathaniel McGill, Senator Nathaniel McGill,
Yeah.
Senator Bill Twary,
Tuari. Yeah.
right?
Hmm.
Like Senator who
Yeah.
the other person?
Jala. Senator
Senator
Jala from
Joseph
Lufa.
Jala,
Yeah.
like Senator Sir Joseph.
Musa Joseph.
They pay $500 at the end of every month.
Yeah.
Okay, then we have former ministers and
And
heads
heads of
of
agencies. Yeah.
agencies, right?
Hmm.
So, meaning all the people that the president, George, were appointed as ministers,
Hmm.
and not deputy minister,
Yeah. Talking about
even though
minister,
assistant minister, deputy minister, they are all
managing
ministers too,
directors.
but
Hmm.
the minister, talk about ministers proper, right?
Yeah.
And heads of agencies, meaning people who were
Managing
managing
director,
director of
director
MPA,
general.
NASCO, I'm
Hmm.
not NASCO, but people who were
Yeah, but
managing director
NASCAR
for
para,
LW,
if you
Water
para,
Sewer,
yeah, yeah.
and,
Mm,
like Donna Sion,
mm, mm.
Zwana, I know,
Yeah.
yeah, Zwana, the guy who was
Duana Kamara,
Donna
Duana
Kamara, right?
Kamara, yeah, Duana
Yeah,
Kamara.
how much?
They are paying hundred
They are paying
dollars
$100,
every
right?
month. Yeah.
Like, somebody like Piso Sedita, $100.
$100.
Yeah, somebody
Yeah.
like Samuel D12,
Pepsi, Yeke
Pepsi
there.
Yeke.
Yeah.
Those people are paying, even though we know some people will pay more than
More
that.
than that, but the minimum,
That's the bare minimum,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Yeah, I know some people who are minister will come pay 500,
yeah,
even 1,000.
yeah.
Some will pay 2,000 based on their capacity,
Mhm.
but the bare minimum is $100.
Every month.
Okay, then we got former deputy ministers
And
and
deputy
deputy
heads of
heads of
agencies. Yeah,
agencies.
yeah, $50.
$50.
Yeah.
So you're talking about Samura Wolokoli.
Mhm.
Yeah, you're talking about Daros
Yeah.
Koli.
Even the chairman now.
Even the chairman now, the chairman of deputy minister.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
then the chairman is executive committee member
So they
now.
may be promoted. I was
Yeah, he been promoted now to he been promoted from deputy minister now to
executive
chairman
committee.
to national executive committee member. So $50 will not count for him again.
No,
So he's now
no,
paying
no.
$100. You know,
Yeah,
so the people that Hassan Kane,
yeah,
deputy
so
minister,
kinda
they're gonna pay $50.
there.
Then former assistant ministers
Like you
and
and myself.
directors. Yeah, like you now.
What's
Yeah.
about you?
Yeah, myself.
Yeah.
Yeah. People that same dude who was on
Yeah.
NPA, right? Talking about somebody like
Many of the Mama Si Kabade,
the
all
Mama Sikaba assistant minister.
yeah.
Mama Sikaba assistant minister. Mamina Ka,
Yeah, all
Emmanuel
of
Titi
the
Swen,
swear.
Afi Wisse,
Yeah,
Eddie
you talk Benedict
Trawale,
Koluba.
Benedict
You're talking
Koluba.
about
You're talking
Kwame,
about
Dominic Kwame there. All of them.
yeah.
Yeah.
You're talking about Dominic Kwame.
Jesse Kobo
Yeah,
there.
Jesse Cowboy.
Yeah.
Talking about Malaya Sherry.
Sherry.
We're
Yeah.
talking about and the list goes
Avi
on.
Wisa.
Goes
You call
on.
Avi
Yeah,
Wisa?
I call Fidel's name.
Okay.
So we are paying how much? $30, right?
$30.
Yeah, $30. We are $30 people.
$30.
And, then We have the National Women and Youth League
I want a
executives
$10.
at $10.
Yeah.
So, so something happening here. So having we say
he got him
if you are
he
former
got a
system
$10.
minister,
Then put a $10.
but the member promoted the National Executive Committee member
Oh,
of
no, then he
Youth
got to
League.
pay 50 now.
But they said member pay $10 now.
No, but that's $10.
Yeah.
That $10, I think, is in addition
Yeah.
to what you are paying first. Yeah,
Okay.
so I think it'll be in addition. You know,
Okay.
because, yeah, your party role and your formal official role, there are two different things.
Also, people in the National Women's League.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, National Women's League, like Fatou Soiree.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Like like Nora Finabun. I mean, not Nora, Nora Rare from LPRC.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, who's chair?
Then you had the president of the Women Wing, who was a former superintendent for Bon County. She was the chair for the women. Esther Walker.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, Esther Walker.
Yeah, the CDC.
Yeah. So that they $10
people there.
$10 people there, right?
Yeah.
They have senior party stalwarts
from the county level.
Senior party stalwarts, whether from the county
senior
level,
party stalwart, yeah.
Whether from the county level,
yeah,
or nationally,
yeah.
They got some people, simply means that they got some people who are not in
they don't have position.
Who don't have position in the party.
Yeah, but they are senior people
who might not have a position in the government then.
Yeah.
But they are senior partisans.
Mm-hmm. People go to counsel.
Go to them for counseling. Yeah. People go to them for advices. They are the $20 people.
Then the county executive committee members. Simply weird there.
Yeah.
Those are the people you gotta pay.
Yeah, right now the Monserrato, Emmanuel Titi Swain.
Yeah, Titi Swain now.
Yeah, Titi Swain now.
Oh, okay, so those are the $20 people.
Yeah, be there fun.
Yeah.
We have the rest of the people, Grand Cape County, Levani Sharif.
Yeah.
Who's chairman of Grand Cape County.
But Malayas were in Cape Town before.
No, Malayas is not chairman of Cape Town now.
Okay.
It's Vani Sharif.
Okay,
Vani Sharif is not the chairman of Grand Cape County.
Okay.
So you go to Grand Crew County leadership, you go to Sino, Magibi, Bong, Nimba,
Nelson Kwekwe, they got to pay their own money.
Nelson Kwekwe is
he's a former official. I know. He's a former official.
He was superintendent.
Yes, superintendent are equated to assistant ministerial.
So he paid $30.
Yeah.
So Nelson Kwekwe, if you are listening, you're in a $30 group. Then we have a district executive committee members, right?
Yeah.
USD $5.
Coordinators and
district coordinators, deputy coordinators for.
I want to get $5 or $1,000 LD.
Or $1,000 LD.
Yeah.
I know. And then we have National Auxiliary Network executives.
The executives.
$10. Mayango Jara.
Yeah.
Mayango Jara. Our man, Mayango Jara.
Mayango $10.
Yeah, you and Mayango Jara. How do you call the guy? That breaker, man.
Our man Ray from JFK?
No.
Oh,
not him.
Even the first-time voters. The auxiliary,
the auxiliary members, the executive committee of the National Auxiliaries,
they got to pay $5,
$10 is equivalent
for every month. Then
we have National Auxiliary chairpersons and leadership.
$3,
right? $3
every month.
Okay. National Auxiliary chairpersons and leadership $3. Okay. Then we have zonal executive members.
Yeah.
From the zonal executive committee members from the zones in the district.
Yeah.
Because the party is built from the national executive committee level to county executive to district executive to zonal level.
Yeah.
So the zonal executives are paying $3.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or it's equivalent of $600 Liberian a month.
And then we have our people. Our people are
the general grassroots
members.
Yeah. The most important organ of the party.
Yes.
The national grassroots membership of the party. They are paying how much?
Just
$1
or 200 LD every month.
200 LD.
Yeah.
Like yesterday, I think somebody called me. A grassroots member of the party called me and said, a lady say, even though they say for us that $1 will pay, but for me I will pay $5.
Yeah, because we say the minimum is one
Yeah, and she
dollar.
said,
Yeah,
and she told me, she said, just she's upbeat and she's going to the headquarters at that moment. She was going to the headquarters at that moment or today,
to go and
so
begin the
she
payment.
was going to begin the payment. In fact, the lady said she was going to pay for 5 months.
Wow.
So she's going to pay her $25 for 5 months.
Wow. Just imagine.
Just imagine. She's also paid $5
Yeah.
for 5 months, right?
With that zealousness, I'm
Yeah,
going to
with
pay
that
this. I
that
love my
zest, that
parties.
sense of national ownership.
Yes.
She said she's going to pay $25 for 5 months. But the moment, by the
Instead
time
of
the
her
five
paying
months,
$5 for 5 months
moment the 5 months would have
ended,
expired, would have ended, she would already have secured
renewed.
another
Yeah.
maybe 5 more or 6 months to renew to end the year.
So,
So
but just see how proud you become when you contribute to something. And the good thing about it is that they're going to issue you your card. That card, the due payment card, to take your due payment card with you as a partisan of the party and say, here is it. This, because that would be your what? Your evidence. By the time Isaka say, oh, have you been paying due? He said, yeah, Isaka, please look at it. Yes, my due book.
so let's complete it now.
The medium of payment. How are they going to
CDC
be?
USA,
Okay, there's the $50.
Europe,
Yeah,
we say diaspora, this executive committee members,
yeah.
diaspora executive committee members, they are paying how much?
They are paying the diaspora. They pay $50.
$50 or
Yeah.
its equivalent.
Yes,
right?
every month.
CDC diaspora executive committee members.
Mhm.
Then they have CDC diaspora regular members. They pay $20.
Yeah.
If you are part of the CDC diaspora,
Mhm.
but you are not in the executive of the CDC in that country,
Yes,
you pay $20.
yes. So,
But if you are
and that money said a small money
if you
for many
are a
of our partisans.
citizen, if you are
They
a
want to pay
citizen
more.
in the diaspora like USA, like Canada, like Britain, like CDC Europe as a whole,
Mhm.
right? And you are an executive committee member of the CDC of any country.
But once in the
CDC
diaspora, whether you're in Asia
in Asia, what have
or
you?
any part of
You pay
Africa,
50.
yes, when you are member of the executive.
Yeah, member of the executive.
But
pay
if you are
50.
just a partisan in any of those countries,
yes,
you have to pay the
You have to pay
amount
amount
of just $20 every month.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
So let's look at now the medium through which the payments
the medium
will be
through
made.
with the payment,
The party has made it so easy that
very
nobody
easy.
will complain. You can be in wherever in the world. You can easily pay. You can be in Bokonjile. You can be in Fishtown. You can be in Grand Cru or Grand Cess. You can be in Greenville. Wherever you can
wherever
be,
you are,
you can easily pay your due
through
this
mobile,
medium. Through this medium.
this medium.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, mobile money.
For example.
So
we got both Orange and Lone Star mobile money.
Lone Star mobile money. So let's start first with the bank accounts.
Yeah, the bank accounts first.
Accountability matters, and the chairman we have now, the mega.
Yeah, the chairman we have now.
The background in finance, accounting. So he had made it easy. There are a couple of bank accounts. So we have GT Bank, CDC due payment. That's the account title, right? So we have the account number here. We'll be sharing this with you, which is, of course, when you come to do the payment, the accounts numbers are right here. We share with all our people. That's 20 333 1293 210, and then the LD, that's for US. The LD is 20 333 1293 11 0. Then we have the UBA, United Bank for Africa, right? And you read that one.
Yes, so UBA is 530-303-1026-03. Again, USD 530-303-1026-03. The LRD, the Liberian dollars number, bank account number for UBA is 530-303-1026-03. 2612.
That's for the
The
United Bank of Africa
Yeah, it's
bank
for
account,
UBA.
CDC due payment. Now,
Yeah,
we had the simplest way or ways of paying the money through Orange Money
Orange Money.
and Lone Star Mobile Money. So I
Yes,
will read the Orange easy dial code that you need to use.
yes,
Before you do any financial transaction on Orange is star 144 star or hash, then you will go, but we make this one easy. Star 144 star 253 star 920 6002. Once again, USD, that's star 144 star 253 star 920 6002 hash. Once you put it, that thing go.
that is gone. It going straight
The
to
CDC
the
account.
CDC account.
And your name, you who send it, once you send it from your account, your phone number, it will appear there. Your name will come and receipt will be given. Even if you pay using a commercial account, and that's why we want all of our people to get the mobile money account, their own SIM card, it will be okay because your name will appear. But even if you don't have in that village, you don't have your own phone there, or so you got one person doing that, you even send it and just call the hotline that we have that they are here. You tell them, say, I'm the one who sent the money just now. Please check it. Your receipt will be prepared. But if you're doing it, it will be good you use your own number. So here is the LRD number. Star 144 star 164 star 920 6002 hash. That's the number. And so let's now go to Isaka for the Lone Star number, Lone Star mobile money number.
Okay, the Lone Star mobile money number is just the Lone Star mobile money number is just one number.
Mm.
That is star 156 star 3 star 0886 097 415 hash. Again, star 156 star 3 star 0886 097 451 hash.
So here is the issue. With this information being provided, we'll keep giving you them. Is all of our platforms, we have them on there. You can just have in your phone at any time. But here is what is very important. On the 12th is a holiday in this town.
Yes.
We are the biggest political party in this country. The CDC is the biggest political institution in this country. And you all know that. It took almost 20 different political parties to come together to we all with just few votes. So when we're having program, we got to shake Monrovia. We got to shake Liberia. The entire country needs to know that the biggest political party that will be coming back to power after the 2029 election is having an activity. So all of us are to go at the program. Let's make all efforts on the 12th. Let's make it our business. Let the Liberian people know that because the Liberian people rely on us. Everything that happened in this country today with the hardship that's going on, we all see it. The difficulties that you, our mother, and you're going through. And it's not only citizens that are feeding it right now. It's being felt across that the country is tough. They know that you can lie to come to power, but you cannot lie to govern. So the reality has set in Ishaka. So we want our people, you're not member of CDC, but you feel that CDC is a party that made Liberia better during our time, that at least life was better for you. No, it's time now for you to come on board. We are seeing partisans from everywhere. Our money, our entity, our children, you all come to the party headquarters where your due payment program will be held. And at that point, you'll be able to get, because there's going to be a team that will, as you go pay the due, you do the registration, everything, they'll be giving you due cards and all the kinds of things. So you will be a proud partisan who will be able to show that card and say, yes, I'm not just a member of this party, but I am a due paying member of this party. So that is the most important activity that we have from now to the 12th. And we want all of you, tell all your friends, and your friend forgets, tell them, say, let's go to the program on the 12th at the party's headquarters. Our standard bearer will be there. There will be many senior partisans there. People will come from the different counties. Of course, people who are in the counties, you can get your payment done on that same day through the medium we just giving you. That you can just send your payment through mobile money and so forth. You will be a proud citizen because you will get a receipt for that payment, and you will be recognized not just as a partisan, but also as a due paying partisan.
So, for example, when the dues shall have been paid by our partisans from all walks of life, because I understand that even some of the CDC's diaspora people are on their way to Liberia to
For
form
the
part of the
launch.
program on Saturday. And when the dues shall have been paid, what what are we going to do with the dues? What happens?
Thank you very much. The party has a lot of activities that it's supposed to undertake every day. For example, the movement of the party officials across the country, that the party is supposed to take care of that. How is the office at the headquarters run? How do we get water there? The people who go there every day, how do we get chair? How do we get this? How do we take care of those who was all their life? They say, well, we're going to the party's headquarters. There where we'll work every day to make sure our party is running. We are talking with the people in the different districts, the different counties, the zonal levels and so forth. All the coordination, we call them the secretariat of the party. They get different work to do most times. It's just the party work. How do we facilitate everything they do? It's supposed to be for our dues, right? So everything that's going to be, we go to all the first partisan of the party, the chairman or Isaka or this, Sao. No, it should be all of us. So it will be to run the party right now as we speak. After election, the chairman and other officials started to move to some counties, but we are not done tour to all of the counties yet.
And so this comes to mind, right? One National Executive Committee member told me, who was also in the government, he said, "Look, Ishiaka, we have properties in different counties.
Yes, the
right?
headquarters.
Headquarters, right?
Yeah.
And the dues are going to be used to maintain our party headquarters, build new ones.
Yes.
In fact, he made this startling revelation to me. He said, the reason why most of our properties owned by the party in some of the counties like Magibi, because we have a property there, we have a land there. I think we have a land in Nimba, right? We have a land in Riverses we procured, right? And in some other counties. They said the reason why we could not build those areas as headquarters because we could not use government money to do that.
That's true.
We could not use public money to do that because we are a party of transparency and accountability.
Yeah.
So once we begin to pay our dues, you are going to see gigantic structures erecting from ground level
all the way up. Yeah.
So that's the accountability syndrome we want to inculcate into
and in a few areas that we even have.
Do we have a property in Bond County?
What we have there, actually, we are still renting that.
We're still renting, right?
Yeah. So, for example, the chief company area, how to even maintain those facilities, like you said, is from the dues that we pay. That's supposed to take care of those properties. Of course, Bond being a strategic area for the CDC.
Of course,
you are aware. If you look at the election records from 2005 up to now, if CDC did come first, it came second.
In Bond County.
In Bond County.
Yeah.
If it didn't come first, CDC came second. In 2017, CDC came first. In 2023, CDC came first again. in Bond County. So Bond County is a strategic. CDC came first in the first round and second round in 2017. In 2023, CDC came first in the first round and came first again in the second round. So that county has become a CDC county. So it needs its own property to be constructed. And I like the point you made that this a due payment or this fund drive for due payment, is a project for the party to make sure that partisans are the ones taking care of their own party activities so that we can be proud. We are here to stay. CDC, some of us will get old.
Yeah.
People will come. The younger one will come and take over for us.
Yeah, the party is a movement.
Yes.
The party is a movement. The party, since its foundation in 2004, we've had the entry and exits of people. I mean, to name a few, who was our first chairman? He was Horatio Gu.
Yeah,
right?
but Gu is now somewhere else.
He's Horatio
You had
Gu.
Solo. You had many
after,
people who
after
came.
Horatio Gu,
Yeah.
we had Ko Bangalore.
Paul Bangalore came. He elsewhere
Ko
today.
Bangalore,
George Solo they came.
Joshua Saki.
Joshua Saki. Yeah.
Geraldine
Geraldine Dosheri. The late.
George Solo.
Yeah.
Adama Sambola. Adama is still with the party too.
You even have just an outgoing chairman. Chairman Molu.
Chairman Molu
had left the chairmanship.
George Solo.
Yes.
All of them.
But other people come and take over when one person leaves.
So in a nutshell, in essence, maybe you can kill the revolutionary,
but the revolution never
cannot
dies.
kill the revolution.
The revolution never dies.
CDC, look, a guy told me, said,
CDC is a religion.
He says it's a religion, and I asked him, I said, so who is the God? He said, the Almighty. He said, the Almighty God is the God of the CDC religion. But CDC is like a religion in Liberia. So we live it, we eat it, we bathe it, we bathe with it, and everything.
That's
so
gonna take
when you hear about CDC, even the 5-year-old child in the community,
they know
he
CDC.
or she hears about CDC, it becomes exuberant, and begins to dance, especially when these melodious music of the CDC
are being played.
But
just imagine this little young boy who sang a song or songs for the CDC that got to the heart.
Heaven sent.
Oh, my brother. Just so generation of leaders of the party are coming up every day. So that's why we need to support it. And it is our support that will keep that dream alive, right? And keep going. Normally I tell people, I say, if you look at the African National Congress, for example, the ANC in South Africa, even though they have high, but guess what? CDC is a different one. People have left us, but the more people leave, the CDC gets stronger.
The CDC gets stronger.
It gets stronger. So that's what makes it a very strong grassroots movement. So all of us have to make sure that we do all we can, put the resources that we need, so that we will support the party. The party will keep running. There will be more auxiliaries coming up. Okay, there will be more mobilization, and recruitment of partisans from the high school level, all the way onto people graduate to university level and so forth. But the party, but not only that, Isaka. Lastly, before you go ahead with what you want to do, the party has educational programs. There's a under political. I see sometimes people want to copy after us and so forth. It's difficult. The under political party that has been able to build, and we know these are some of the places some of the money will go. The vocational school. You know how many persons it will help? But it has to be the partisans supporting these programs so there'll be more skills provided when we're in government. Today, the program honor the EU. Under the EU, we had a program there in TVETs.
Okay.
The European Union, we ensure that today, if you go to Sino, for example, the Sino multilateral was renovated from down up. Okay, by the we are government, and the TVET component is working there. In Maryland County, we built a section of the high school there as a technical vocational school in Maryland.
And I just saw a very
Jangante
a gigantic building
in Nimba.
in the photo.
That one is a
It
World
looks to
Bank
have come
grant
from
that
Nimba, you know.
President Weah had asked the World Bank to support to have what you call modern schools. That school is not a small school. You cannot find any of that in this country. It's the first time with dormitories and everything. Some of the best, public
More than
public school
Tubman had,
students,
more than D12,
better than
more than
Tubman had.
any other public
It's
school
not only
in
one.
the
One is
country.
in Bon County, Mahon County, very huge, where you have the judicial compound there.
Yeah.
One is there. One is in Maigibi right now, in District 5, Maigibi County. That is a project under the IRAS project under the Ministry of Education that President Weah did.
So those are some of the nothings.
156.
Those are some of the nothing that's in today, right?
156 high schools were renovated. 25 junior high school were elevated. They built new school to make it high school. Anyway, there'll be another time where we can talk about these developments.
Today's the maiden edition, So we just came to introduce the show, So let's take few callers. The numbers are 0772 239933, 0886 304497. The female line is 0777 980375. 0375. 239933 or 086 304497. So yeah, good evening. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Thank you. This is Mohammed that come from a Kokono down Postponio Winter community.
So how well are you getting us there, and what's your impression of this radio edition of the
I'm
program?
getting you people very clearly and loud. And as I sat down here on radio, on my porch, and I'm getting all the messages that you people are disseminating. To call you, to appreciate you, coming in studio for this milestone or initiative people have started. I want to say thank you.
Okay.
CDC being a grass being party to our hearts.
So are you gonna form part of the program on Saturday?
Yes, I'm gonna be there Saturday. I'm gonna be there, and I'll be there to ably pay my due to my this party.
Thank you.
Thank you, and we pray that the devil will not be the start. There will be continuous one so that this information is
Okay, thank you.
possible.
Do we have another caller?
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah, good evening. How are you? What's your name? Where are you calling from?
I'm just calling those senior call from Black Grand Basel.
Welcome to the program.
Yeah, thank you very much for the motivation and the information being spread out. But my concern is how to do with we in Bison. If you want to get the ID card, because for me, starting the 12th, I'll be one of the DUP members for the CDC. But how will we get the ID card? Because some of us will not be able to get to Monrovia at the time.
So the due payment launch is on Saturday. It's not a day for ID card, frankly. So there's an ID card team that is being put together.
Mhm.
There's an ID card team that is being put together. Once the day reaches for them to launch that, you will be adequately informed through this very medium. Yes, but the ID card team is being configured, it's being put together by the party. But right now, we are focusing on the due payment launch.
Yeah,
The launch. Even though some people have already started paying their dues, but the due payment will be launched on Saturday. So, but thank you so much for participating on the program, and thank you for being a citizen.
Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Hello?
Yeah, my name is Chukwu. I come from Badger.
Yeah. Welcome to the program.
I just want to find out something from your guest in studio there.
Yeah.
How much the membership fund will cost? Like maybe you get it, they say, oh, so the money so people get in there.
No,
Okay.
there's no membership form that is going to be sold. What's going to happen is, as a grassroots member of our party, a very important component of our party, at the community level, at the district level, as a grassroots partisan, you are entitled to pay $1 US
Minimum. The
minimum
least.
every month as a due.
Mhm.
If you don't have US, you pay $200.
And they will
That
give
is
you
your
that
due.
form. It is the
So
form
It
that
is
they will
not
give
form.
you.
We're not selling
So
form.
that means
So as you pay your due, they give you receipt.
the particular Saturday, we only go and get it there free and start paying the due.
Yes. You will get it
Yes.
free. You
Yes, you will get
form
it free. The
Yeah.
due book will be given to you. It may not be on Saturday that the due book will be given to you, but we are launching the president will launch the due book
Mhm.
on Saturday
Okay.
because he will be the first to pay his due and launch the due book. So after that, people will start trooping to the party headquarters on a daily basis to get their due books.
And we don't know what the chairman is thinking, but maybe he may localize it later. Yeah, because the payment part, you're not giving it to somebody, you're putting it straight through
In
the
the party's
mobile money.
account.
Yeah, into
Either
the
through mobile
party's
money
account.
or through the bank account, the party's bank account.
Yeah.
At
So,
GT
but the
Bank,
due book,
UBA,
you could,
or
yes, it could be localized to carry to the sooner level and so forth. But those are other things that we could look at later on, based on the prevailing situation. Do we have? Okay, so Isiaka, I'm happy that our partisans are getting very, emotional about this program on Saturday. I know the place will be jam packed.
certainly will be jam-packed,
Citizens do not
Pastor.
do anything small, and that's why we are called the masses, party. Yeah, the masses. When the masses ready to do things, they do it big. They do it with their heart. They do it with their all. They are not in there for. Some people were passing around and say, "Oh, we're doing it for country. We're doing it for country." We see them protesting for office or office, not for job.
Oh, people that were voting,
they say, "Oh,
people that were voting for the sake of the country.
They say for the country. We're voting for the sake of the country.
For the country. We're voting for the
Hello?
country.
Yeah.
Yeah, hello?
Yeah, my brother, how you doing?
I'm good. Welcome to the program. Welcome to the CDC Hour.
Yeah, my name is Paul Jean. I'm from Grand Basso, Ilagiri 5.
Yeah, you calling from Compound 5.
Yeah, Ilagiri 5. Well, someone goes representing.
Okay, welcome to the program.
Yeah, I have interest in the program like you're having tonight.
Okay.
We are like, because we are not recognized as a citizen, although but we best standing by the party since 2005, and we are very for me I have interest to really to be a real identified citizen, so as you pay my own due. So I know we are on the side too. I talk on behalf of all the citizens are on the side.
Mm-hmm.
I know how you think about us.
Okay, thank you so much for being part of the program. You can pay your dues through mobile money.
And we'll call the mobile money before,
the program ends.
Yeah,
as for the ID card, because most of the people are interested in ID card, right? The ID card process will soon be launched. As the ID card process is launched in Monrovia, it will be decentralized in the counties. But if it is coming to Basso, it will be in Buchanan at the party headquarters. So from Compound 5, you'll go to Buchanan and get your party ID card. But for now, it is the due payment we are launching on Saturday.
Okay, somewhere on the line.
Hello?
Hello. Yeah, hello, good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah, Ali Formula calling from the 16th West Island Market.
Okay, welcome to the program.
Yeah, I'd like to appreciate the political leader of the party. The political leader is a wise man. I just want to get the party to the people, even when you're not around, so people can take control of the party. So I really appreciate it. Also, I want to call the number because some more can't live on the show, the mobile money no more, so you know.
Okay, as the program is ending, we'll call the numbers to
Yeah,
you.
let us
Yeah,
appreciate you guys.
just keep listening to the program. Hello.
Hello? Hello?
Yes. Hello. Welcome to the program.
Yeah, I can hear. Yeah, my name is Abraham.
Welcome to the program.
Yeah, my name is Abraham. Sige, the Uber, you have calling for Seno Day.
Margibi County.
Yeah, Maggie County. Yeah, I want to ask you, we all in every situation, what will not get no position in the party. So, what be out of due? How much be out of due? Like,
Your due is $1 per month. One
Or
US dollar
200
or 200
LD.
Liberian dollars.
200 LD.
So I will get people.
The due book will be launched in Monrovia on Saturday. But
Okay.
if you have not gotten your due book and you still want to pay your due, you can pay through the mobile money.
Mhm.
Okay.
The party has mobile money accounts.
No, para out to the party of the coming started.
Okay, that's
Okay,
great.
okay.
That's great. Then you'll get more information on it there.
Okay, you get more information when you come to the party headquarters. Hello. Okay, Mr. Sao, if there's no more call, then two persons wants to call the numbers,
Mhm.
the mobile money numbers of the party or probably the bank account number. So I think you can.
Yeah, so we can call the numbers for the mobile money and
Okay, the mobile money number, orange mobile money number is star 144 star 253 star 920 6002 hash. Again, star 144 star 253 star 920 6002 hash.
Mhm.
The Liberian dollar orange money is star 144 star 164 star 920 6002 hash.
and then for the Lone star 156 star 3 star 0886 097451 hash. Once again, Lone Star Mobile Money star 156 star 156 star 3 star 0886 097451 hash. That's the Lone Star Mobile Money number. So you can be anywhere and send your money straight to this number. For people who are abroad, they know how to do it. You can use SendWave, you can use kind of cash, you can use any other medium or means through which you can transfer money, and then the money will come. So I think time has caught up with
Time has
us.
caught up with
I think
us.
Saturday we expect you, and the program continues tomorrow.
The
So
program
this
continues
program will
tomorrow.
be on this radio every
Every
day
day.
from 6:50 to 7:50 every evening on Kings 88.5
0.5
FM.
FM.
And we say thanks to the
Thanks,
management for
thanks
this
to you
opportunity.
for listening. I'm your host, Ishiaka Sharif.
And I'm James Double Nakula Sao.